Expendable 3 à Cannes, un événement incontournable. Stars and Sun était bien entendu présent pour couvrir l'événement. Quand toute l'équipe d'Expendable 3 débarque à Cannes, les médias s'enflamment, les Cannois également. Stars and Sun était présent pour couvrir l'événement.
The whole point of the operation since the beginning was to get back to true action movies, but then since Expendable 1, I'm meaning with Expendables 2 and from the footage we've seen and the trailers of Expendable 3, it seems like that we're going more towards ironic movie. More irony, more comedy, so I would like to know why is this change and if we're going to see the action that was in the first movie also in this third one.
Exactly right. First of all, excuse me for eating the cookie. They taste so good. Oh, sorry for eating the cookie. They taste so good. I highly recommend it. Anyway, in the first one, I didn't know which direction to go because it was experimental and it mostly was more dramatic, R-rated, a lot of violence, and a little bit of comedy, and then some heavier scenes done by Mickey Rourke. The second one, I think we went too far into comedy and started doing too many one-liners, and I thought, okay, let's try to be funny. And then I realized we should get more back to dramatic, and that when men and women talk among themselves that have known each other, there's a kind of human comedy, not jokes, human comedy, and that's what comes out. But when the action starts, I don't like to do joke action. I don't like. I like it to be real, where the audience goes, oh, okay, it was fun up until a moment, and now it gets serious. Because you want the audience to feel that there is real jeopardy. So I believe that we finally got it right on the third one. Kind of like marriage. Just saying.
For Arnold and Sly, what do you think of today's action movies comparing to the old ones from the 80s and the 90s?
Want me to go first? I think that the ones today are sensational. I think it's incredible. I think the directors and the actors are giving the audience what they want. Every generation has to define themselves, and what may have worked in the 80s for their heroes doesn't work today. So I think we're exactly where we should be. I believe that Arnold, Mel, and we belong to a different generation, so we do the best we can with the kind of action we understand. But I believe that it's all a matter of evolution. Eventually, it'll revert back and go back to more simplistic action. It's just an evolution. So I really have a great admiration for the work they do today.
I have always been a big fan of the action movies, but I think it's very important that even though we have a lot of action, that you also have a great story. And I think this is what makes Expendables a great movie, a great franchise. If it's the first or the second or the third one now, I'm very happy that I've been involved in all three. And I'm even more happy that I will be involved in the next three.
Me too.
And as far as the other action movies that are out there concerned, you know, there's some of them that are great, that are well directed, well written, well produced, and others that go in the toilet.
What's the toilet one? What is the toilet one? I probably made that one. You know, I know it. Bullet to the head, right? I know you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I know. He's picking on me again.
But anyway, so
I have a quick question for the younger generation here. We've hosted, we've welcomed to the second row here in Cannes over the years. We know how expert at bantering and rapid fire dialogue they are. When you guys got on the set, was it easy for you to fit in? Mr. Olsey, go ahead, please.
Hello. On or off?
No, it was, I think for me it was pretty easily to fit in because I'm usually like the prankster and the jokester, so I kind of mess with everyone. And it's like, you gotta...
Yeah, we couldn't get him to shut up, actually.
Exactly. Yeah.
There was a scene where I was charging down a hallway with Antonio, Sly, and Statham, and all of a sudden I looked up and I realized I felt like I won a sweepstakes, like the greatest action movie sweepstakes ever, where I get to shoot guns with all my favorite heroes. It's probably as cool as it gets. That's what it felt like.
Yeah, I think we all shared in that, the Young Expendables. I mean, for Rhonda and Victor, it's their first film. So it was really just great seeing that youthfulness, that excitement, and for Glenn and myself, working with all these legends, like Glenn said, shooting guns with them, it's very surreal and just very fun to do.
Well, I've been in a lot of crazy situations in my life. I've been in the Olympics, I've been in UFC title fights, and I didn't know how I would deal with this particular crazy situation. But you know what, it actually felt strangely comfortable, confusingly fast, and it became normal very quickly, which was weird. And I think it's awesome that I was the only chick, actually, with all the guys, because I'm so used to I grew up in a gym pretty much when I was the only girl, and I think I would have felt more out of place if it was a cast of all women, and everyone was extremely respectful from the very beginning.
Stop touching the mic.
It was, it's storytelling, it's fun. Great bunch of guys to work with, and lady to work with. Thank you very much. It was fun. I had very short period of time on the film, but the work was concentrated and skillful. Everybody involved moved quick, and we had a good time. I had a good time.
I had a great time. Actually, Harrison was fantastic. I've known, actually, I think Lincoln was in the White House when we first met. We go back a long time. And it's just, the beauty of this movie is that you get to work with guys that have directed their own movies, started their own films. They come from diverse backgrounds, and we get to do something that you know, they keep saying it's retro, it's old, it's 80s, but actually it's not, because we're all like very adult children. So we put a lot of energy into this, and we try to keep it as fresh and contemporary as it is today. And it's just the chance of getting to work with these guys is very, very rare, because they're all over the world. And it's I'm glad we came up with a vehicle where we can get it actually on film once and for all. And like working with Mel, fantastic. I think Mel is, you know, one of the great talents of all time, genius director. And then for him to be in Expendables was just fantastic. Enjoyed the movie. So it you know, it just doesn't happen. You just need a certain kind of movie to bring all people together. And I didn't realize it when I wrote the first one, but it's just Kelsey. He's unbelievable. And like when I think of Expendables, Kelsey. Then I thought, wow. And when he's on film, it's unbelievable. I mean, it's just how, I mean, seriously, he's great. And how it all meshes. It really is.